The Bible says that the dark can't comprehend the light. They want to calculate our moves. It's out of your comprehension. You ain't reached that level of thought.
Purchase your tracks today.
The steps of the righteous are ordered. New breed. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I bet these crafty little fakes can't keep it real like us. Put the pressure on them, trust they gon' spill they guts. If you listen close enough, they just talk too much. I see through them, they humility shot. Yeah, we all fall short, but they ruling us out. Bunch of hypocrite liars posting sheep with no spots. I can feel the church shaking, I want out of this box. I have no elders, pastors, preachers, or deacons. Respect me as an equal, toss yourself off the deep end. This Game of Thrones with the swords, y'all ain't preaching. We sharper than you think and lose your fingers if you reaching. Greed to egregious, don't need your agreements. Caught them running plays, interference. That's what cowards like you gotta do for attention. Spineless weak devils gonna find out who the real is, huh? I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. At least I'm not a grifter. You ragtag misfits can never pique our interest. They can never. Hey, them boys though, I think they just too far gone. A trained mercenary and them haters all talk. They got no bite, yeah, them bammers all bark. Wizard of Oz, 10 man, you got no heart. Swimming with the fishes cause they dived in with no sharks. If you been double crossed, it wasn't your loss. With God elevate, let no man separate. Keep your eyes on the prize, watch them foes get devastated. Yeah, now I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. At least I'm not a grifter. You ragtag misfits can never pique our interest. Yeah, they got me feeling like the golden child. My enemies got no morale. My bars hit like a 40 cal. All combined can't hold me down. In shallow waters they gonna drown. This wordplay got 100 rounds. Respond to who? Gotta dumb it down. Stand tall and look low. This game of life is cutthroat. Above the rim got big smoke. I'm boogaloo, you nutso. Got real ones in the clutch though. Rapid fire like drum rolls. They giving up their own souls just to have some fake views. Clickbait, fake news. Them weirdos really hate you cause you about to have a breakthrough. Them scavengers wanna make do off your blessings on soundbite. Confiscate your birthright and regulate your inner light. Just keep fighting a good fight and turn to God for your insight. I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. I'm in everybody mentions. Everybody outraged, yet I'm feeling gifted. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. They say that I'm a bad guy, they label me a villain. At least I'm not a grifter. You ragtag misfits can never pique our interest.
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. How to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. Crazy, man. You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers I say that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. How to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.
Crazy, man. You know what? When you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right? But now, you're right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. And I don't give a fuck about Raheem either.
What is good? What is good? What is good? I'm back with another broadcast. It's your favorite drill preaching, Crash Out King, man. What is up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I see brothers and sisters rolling in. David, what's going on? Farrah's in the building. Perpetual Learner is in the house. It's Yaya World. Hello. Bobby Lane. What's good? Jamie Rios. Word. Somebody said, yo, you got to replay that Bishop scene. Oh, man, one more time for the one time, in case y'all missed it, man.
Crazy, man. You know what? When you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right? But now, you're right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. And I don't give a fuck about Raheem either.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey, listen, man. I wanted to come through and react to the Toothless Wonder. If y'all not subscribed to Toothless Wonder, I want you to subscribe to this brother. All jokes to the side, I didn't come to crash out. But now that I got your attention, right? I actually want to react to this brother's channel and react to his video on the video is entitled, let's see, Discord in the Chosen Ones community on YouTube. I think it's a very, very well thought out, very well put together broadcast or video he put up. And I want to react to it because, you know, the Bible says, prove all things and leave no stones unturned. And I want to take this as an opportunity, not only to respond to the brother, but to also present some receipts that the liars, scoffers, and trolls don't have, right? Produce the real receipts. And specifically in regards to our UP Farms Jamboree Jubilee. I know that as of late, the integrity of myself and those who represent, as well as UP Farms as a whole, has been under question from various creators based on their personal mishaps or personal issues with me. And, you know, I want to react to Toothless Wonder because the brother, he's really good at just having broadened horizons when looking at these issues and really understanding what's taking place, right? And yeah, if y'all like that music, if y'all like my drops, man, you know, hit it with a like button on the video, on the stream. And we're going to get into this because, you know, I'm going to bring out the real receipts because, you know, people like to talk about receipts all the time, right? But I want to bring out real receipts as well as, you know, chime in with this this talking these talking points that brother Toothless Wonder came with. Now, I'm gonna play this. I want y'all to listen up.
What I observe of the discord or the fractioning of the chosen ones community online. Granted, when you have any type of grassroots movement, that's kind of new or whatever, there is the propensity for, the bamboozler to come in and, excuse me, y'all, the bamboozler to come in and, attempt to, I guess, extract, resources or whatever their personal agenda is, right? Typically it has something to do with finance or hopping on a wave. But I'm greatly disturbed.
And that's what we've seen with that one guy who which I'm not giving nobody any promotion in this video. But that's what we can say about that one guy that just fleeced everybody out of $8 grand. Some of y'all know who it is. He pretty much came in to align himself with the movement in order to align his pockets, right? So, we do have those issues going on in the community. Anyway, let's continue.
At brothers, again, I'm looking at it from an observative standpoint. And let me preface it by saying this. One time about 2010, I was in Greensboro, North Carolina, trying to tighten up on my backstroke, right? So me and brother were behind the building because it was an institution where you weren't supposed to smoke, right? So me and the brother, behind the building smoking, right? While the staff were gone. And we were and I don't know how we got on this top, but we were discussing TD Jakes. And, I'm giving my articulations about what I think of him. So, as far as him being a pastor and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And my brother, he was from Houston. Good brother, right? And he was more aligned with the Christian community at that time. We had to go to church and all that, but I just wasn't really feeling it. When I noticed the discrepancy of how many women it was in the church in relation to the men, and how, this particular pastor that was in Greensboro, North Carolina, he was a great teacher, but in the last 10 minutes of the sermon, he could shift it to money, and now it's offering time. You know what I'm saying? Just what I was saying as far as ATMs in the church, and they would have billboards saying "no change, please," and I'm like, whatever, right?
And that's what that boy did pretty much. He came in the whole auspice of chosen ones, which is an original talking point from myself, just to be clear about where the talking point came from. I made it, but it is also a biblical talking point. It was just the Most High used me to make it mainstream. And, a lot of people came with a whole plethora of video content afterwards. And some people were just trying to, get their cash flow on. It was like passing a collection plate around. People made it a church, the church of chosen ones, the religion of chosen ones. And that's what was happening. And that's why I said I was going to reclaim the talking point and bring it to a more historical, biblical foundation. But it's so convoluted, and it's so just muddied down that it may be irreversible. Just to be 100% with you, it may be irreversible, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But let's go.
But we had to go as this part of the program. But we were talking about TD Jakes, and he said, something. Now, me being a truth seeker, if I hear the truth, it will stop me in my tracks. So he said, Cal, man, you gotta understand, if you put any man under a strong enough microscope, you're bound to find some flaws. And I said, you're right, my brother.
And he's 100% right. Even myself, I'm flawed. I'm the type of person that often should just turn the other cheek. But sometimes I won't turn the other cheek. If a person slaps me, I'm ready to punch you in your eye with some brass knuckles. If a person cuts me, I have the propensity to want to, shoot a grenade launch at you. You know what I'm saying? That's a character fault. And that's one of the things that I've openly discussed about my anger and my temper. And I've acknowledged that, I can have an issue with just being retaliatory or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. And it's been a battle. And I'm man enough to admit it. I'm working on myself every day. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But the fact that this brother say, look, if you look close enough, you can see that every man has fault. But you got these guys out here, you got these people out here who like to grandize themselves as if they're without blemish and without fault and that they're perfect. Let's point to the person's bad as if that abstains them and makes them somehow good, like Scarface said in the clip. Because you got somebody to point at as your bad guy, do that somehow make you good? See, here's the thing. In actuality, to be 100%, I really don't give a what you think. That's 100% truth. And here's a news flash. For all of my enemies, adversaries, self-proclaimed enemies and adversaries, let's make this clear. You really are wasting your time, because I'm going to get you in. Let me let you in on a little news flash here. Most of the people who watch my content, notice I said most, because most of the people who watch my content, not all, but most of the people, they don't like me anyway. Most of your people who watch your channels, they don't like you anyway. See, the issue is people are trying to get in the vein of getting people to like them. People don't watch this platform because I like this person. You know how many times I've told the truth, piss people off and ruffle people's feathers? People watch because it's something that they're gaining from the platform, whether they dislike or like. And when you look at the likes versus dislikes, or likes versus how many people are viewing, most people are just viewing because they just want to watch something. They don't look. The people who show up, the people who turn up, the people who are with us, those are the people who rocking with the platform. And shout out to some of them brothers are in the chat. And later on, I will be sharing the link for brothers to join in. Any brother, once I bring out some receipts, any brothers who was at the Jamboree, you can feel free to join. Any brothers who are my moderators, any brothers who have been following this situation and would like to join, because, unlike some of these clowns out here, I have nothing to hide. And, I don't mind, letting people come on and ask whatever question they want to ask, as far as UP Farms and the integrity thereof and what we have going on. And I even extend that off of the Fates and Gates, because I've seen you comment on this channel. So you well aware that I have this channel over here. You can feel free to pull up, because I see you making a lot of material about what goes on at UP Farms. I'm extending the invitation. So whatever question that you have, you see how I'm doing this, y'all? Any question you have, you can ask it and I can give you an answer. All right? Because that's what we do. We contend the faith and we prove all things. So there's no room for speculation. And you can hear it coming directly from me, right? But anyway, let's continue. Somebody said it, monitoring spirits. Going back to my point real quick, most people who watching, they're just monitoring spirits. And, you're not going to stop them from watching, because they were never there to support in the first place. I think content creators should get more focused on speaking to their audience and not trying to win over other people's audiences. That's not going to work. What will work, because there's so much room out here on social media, is and I'm just some advice to content creators out here. You content creators, if you up and coming, I think making a YouTube channel is a fantastic idea. It's a way to get your opinions, your thoughts out. It can be very lucrative if you're very good at it. And I think you should consider starting you a page, starting you a channel. But if you're going to start you a channel, make people respect your material. Don't try to win over other audience. You don't have to fight for audiences. You don't have to fight for this person's audience. Listen, you don't have to do that. It's enough people on social media, on this apparatus. There's millions upon millions of people that you can get connect with, right? No use of fighting over somebody else's audience, right? Because a lot of times it's going to be people who don't even like you that may even gravitate towards you for whatever reason. But anyway, let's continue.
So, and I said that to say this, right? In the so-say chosen ones community online of brothers who I believe to be very well versed in the scriptures, not just as far as knowing it, but attempting to live it, to help me, tighten up or improve in my spiritual disciplines and so on and so forth. I don't understand for those who so say are of this niche, who have been on YouTube for years and, done various content about scriptural stuff, spiritual stuff, chosen, quote unquote, and who that actually really is. Amongst these group of brethren, I'm just finding, I'm very perplexed at the decorum in which they're dealing with each other.
And I'll even accept that reproach that Toothless Wonder put out. I will even accept that. And see, this is the thing. Nobody, no matter how long we've been teaching the Bible, no matter how long we've had a name for ourselves as content creators, no matter any of that, right? Realistically speaking, we all supposed to be able to learn from each other one way or another. Iron sharpens iron. And the Most High is not a respecter of persons. He's not a respecter of how large my platform is or how large the next person's platform is. Toothless Wonder is a fairly new channel. And it's things that this brother says that is a learning tool for me, and he makes a very valid point. Even I can say for myself, maybe I can be a bit brash, and I can admit that. Maybe I can go all the way in sometimes, because here's the thing. I'm the type of person, I'm very kind-hearted, I'm very generous, and I'm very giving, all of these type of things. And I know how to show people love, but if you cross me the wrong way, it's just like, I can't believe it. It enrages me, right? But I've worked on that, and the Most High has helped me work on that. And I think that personally that I can learn how to deal with things with a little more decorum, and I'll do better. And I want y'all to hold me accountable too. You don't get blocked on my channel, be like, Bree, ease up. You know what I'm saying? You can be a bit over the top sometimes. But what I will say in my defense, though, a lot of times people like to start things with you and then they want to play victim. Like, I can't stand people like that. I can't stand people who throw stones, they hide their hands. I can't stand people who do little sneaky, underhanded, weird stuff. And then when you call them out on it, they want to act innocent and play victim. I can't stand that. Like, I can see you. Like, I hate weasels. You know what I'm saying? I hate clout chasing weasels. Like, they make me itch. like I'm telling you, these people, they make my blood boil, bro, because they just not real. They're not real, right? But anyway, let's go.
In relation to what I perceive to be situations that don't have to go this far or don't warrant this type of exposure, quote unquote, of the next man. I'm gonna try to leave people's names out of it because I don't want clout chasing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? But in reference to the brother with the land initiative, I've been coming across content of other people who have dealt with him personally. I'll go to say it, Rollo, the Brainwaves guy, Ringo, says a few other people.
Hey, let me just say, this is how I feel about those guys in particular. This is really how I feel about them.
Crazy, man. You know what? When you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right? But now, you're right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. And I don't give a fuck about Raheem either.
For the record, when I want to address those clowns, I'm gonna address them straight up. You know what I'm saying? But I want to react to my brother's video here. But in all sincerity, there's no chance of reconciliation. I don't like you, you don't like me. It's highly unlikely we ain't gonna never be cool. So I really don't give a fuck about you. Like, I don't care about you at all. Like, non-factors. That's just how it is. Once you show me who you are, once you cross me, it is. I don't care for them at all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm sitting around gearing all my content towards them. They're so weird in their minds and self-absorbed that they believe everything I say is about them, even though if you just look at my content, look at my material and scan back, literally just scan back a year, 2-3 years ago, Bree been putting out the same material, the same type of material. I've been uttering the same sentiments about watching out for people, about avoiding the pitfalls in this social cataclysm. I've been doing this for years now, right? It should be obvious when I want to address how I go from calling this one a itch, that one a itch, this one a coward, this one a that, to sneak dissing. Make it make sense. How can I look you in your eyes or look in the screen and call you a bitch and say you ain't going da 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 and then start sneak dissing? It's dumb. It's dumb, y'all. It's very slow. Anyway, if the shoe fit, you wear it. Anyway, let's go.
And they're like basically saying he's about money and these are my situation with the man and whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop. But I'm curious, before this falling out or arguing his talking points and how he sneaked this and so on and so forth, when he's been made, subject matter about certain topics of conversation, I'm just curious to know, did these people ever feel like this before this happened?
Logic takes you a long way. And this brother here has logic. It's amazing how when people fall out, their sentiments towards everything just change. That means those are grifters. That's what that means. It just simply means that they're grifters. And it's like, is Newbury all about money? Now, I want to share some receipts. The only receipts that actually matter. Because, the integrity of UP Farms have been put under question, right? And I want to bring out the real receipts because people will be talking about receipts, right? I'm going to bring out some real receipts. And the only reason I'm doing this is because this is about UP Farms. This is not about these guys. I don't care for them. I'm not even worried about them. I won't be gearing my content towards them. It doesn't matter. But I have an upstanding just reputation for being integral with all business that I've ever done. And I've never cheated. I've never ripped people off. And I need people to see the truth beyond all of the lies, right? So with that being said, I'm going to go back to Toothless Wonder's video because he's saying a lot of good things, but I want to share some receipts, actual receipts. Let's start here. This is the first batch of receipts I got. Now I want you to look at these numbers here. This is for the things that came out of my pocket. And this is just the first batch of what I spent personally to make this event happen. Let me see. Let's just read off some of these things and then we're going to read the total. And then I'm going to show you the next batch. And then I'm going to show you the next batch. And the irony of this is I can have a whole entire room full of people who can vouch that New Breed did this out of his own pocket. See, contrary to popular belief, and I'm going to bring actual receipts from Amazon, and I have actual paper receipts and screenshots. I have all these things, right? That I actually did this out of my pocket. Why? Because I'm not under a 501c3. I'm not tax exempt. In order to make this event take place, to be totally frank with you, after all the operational costs, which we'll get there after I show you everything, I actually lost $1,000. Wow, I lost. But guess what? We were able to get certain maintenance things done on the land. But all in all, once we do the math and I show you what was done, you're going to be like, wow. Yeah, somebody said on the paper plate though. Yeah, I know. But I got actual receipts from the screenshots from Amazon. I got paper receipts. All of it came from my pockets. But the deal was to make sure that people got on that land, to see something nice, to unite with my people. But anyway, let's just read off some of these things, and we'll get back to Toothless Wonder, because you know this whole thing about I'm all about money. People don't understand what was done. So we got DJ, security, which I paid my security team, plywood, swimming pool, steaks. We got food. We got tents, deep freezers. I had to get 2 deep freezers. Sam's Club food. Got a jump house. There had to be Cash App sent to the land. And that's all. That's $1,000 right there, just to the what is it called? The land, the brother who maintains the land, groundskeeper. That's to the groundskeeper to do what he needed to do. You got jump house. That's another 1,000. Look, I mean, you got of course the land purchaser had to pay pay for my lot, do what I needed to do. More food, extra security equipment, various supplies. That's already $6,221. Already, we're just getting started. We're literally just getting started. See, I'm not out here buying a bunch of damn polo and a bunch of studio stuff. No, I'm actually trying to bring my people together. I'm not out here trying to, stunt on social media and live above my means. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm actually trying to, bring my people together. So now let's go to more receipts, right? Since everybody's so big on receipts, right? Let's receipts this and receipt. Oh, is there more? Yes, there's more. Yes, there's more. And remember, we got pools, we got deep freezers, we got canopies, we got all these things, but you leave it up to these liars to tell you that nothing was on the land. But you're about to find out there were shower houses, all of it. Porta potties, all of it. Canopies. We built a makeshift stage. That's what the plywood was for. And on top of that, at the same time, I'm trying to fund building the yurt. I was getting that built. The deck for the yurt was built while we were out there. Now, let's go to Exhibit B. Look at this. Here go an additional $4,425 more dollars. Who came out of whose pocket? My pocket. Canopy tents. It says propane tanks, string lights, fire starters, food tents, tiki fluid. I mean, sheesh, 10 by 10 canopies. We had to buy 4 of those. And guess what? We had to buy them twice because a storm came beforehand and we had to rebuild the shower houses up. And guess who was there to do all of that work, to set up the shower houses, to set up the party tents and canopies before everybody got there? It was only me, my wife, Yawitazai, and his wife. Do you understand? That's who was there doing all of that. All right. Now let's continue, right? You got fire team. Well, it was some brothers who trickled in. Brother Roman came, and then a couple others came later to help with the pool and stuff, but it was just us, right? You got, let's see, right? You got security equipment, wristbands. Yes, I spent $200 just on wristbands, and I paid for glow in the dark wristbands, and they didn't send me glow in the dark. I was pissed. The bounce house. Look at this. You know, we had to do payouts to Chariot T because they were helping us with transporting tents for the people that was renting tents out. I purchased a generator out there. I mean, now let's go. Y'all want more receipts? Let's go to receipts. This is what I had to write down and do to make this work. So now we got 4,425 plus the 6. Sheesh. How much y'all think we made off of this camping trip? How much do y'all think we made off the camping trip? When you got operational costs, you got to pay all your people. See, this is the thing. A lot of people haven't done this work. They haven't organized an event. They haven't been there. They haven't been through the gauntlet. So it's easy for them to look from the outside looking in and criticize what was done. Now, I got more receipts. Actual receipts. Actual receipts. Let's go to Amazon so y'all can see I'm not capping. Let me make sure my address ain't up here. Hold on. Let me make sure my address up here. You see the dates? That's one receipt. Yep, Daisy the Outcast Gamer said it should equal out. It did equal out, and it was what we would consider successful, but it was only enough made for operational costs and land maintenance. It wasn't this big cash grab. You know what I'm saying? It was enough. Listen, when you factor in my travel, having to buy clothing, food, actually going out there to the land, traveling and things like that, ladies and gentlemen, I took a loss. Now, some of my guys, they might have, made something. Some of my guys, they made some money. But that's what it's about. I got to make sure I feed my brothers. I got to make sure, respectfully, the brothers who helped me organize, I had to make sure they was good. I had to make sure that they was good. And although I may have personally, and my wife will vouch for this, I personally took a loss, personally. But it's okay. You know why? Because it was a win all in all, because guess what? We took 100 of our people together on an off-grid camping trip. We took 100 of our people together on an off-grid camping trip, and no other YouTuber has done anything like that. At least any YouTuber from my space, the space that we are in. So I counted all joy, and guess what? The Most High rewarded me, and I made back what I lost. Now I want to continue. I got more receipts, actual receipts, Let's see. Let me see. Pull up, because I got so many screenshots here, and look, boom. You see that? More receipts. It has my order number. I mean, do you know how much stuff was being delivered that came out of my pockets? And I'm not mad at it, because you the people who support my platform, who supported me on Cash App, who supported me in various ways, joining my Patreon. Y'all just watching my videos and liking it is actually supporting what I'm doing, supporting the mission. So I'm not throwing this up to say like, you know, I'm blaming my audience or nothing like that, or I'm blaming the people. No, it was a beautiful occasion. We had a great time. People made lifetime friends, and it was a great time. So I'm not even the least bit upset that I did what I did. And look, also look, I want you to look at the top. It has the order total up top. So let me give you actual receipts. Actual receipts. Nobody funded this for me. I'm not under no church. Nobody did this for me. Let's see. Look, we got more. So people telling you it wasn't nothing on the land. Look, you got immersion water heaters. You got shower heads. You had the tanks to have showers. People were in we had tents that was specifically set up to shower in. We had 2 for the ladies and 2 for men. And they look, and the ladies' tents they look different from the men's tents. I had to rent porta potties. Here's actual receipts. But New Breed, you all about money. You selfish. You selfish. No, it wasn't business for me. I did what the Most High told me to do. Bring our people together. Let them see that this is possible, that it's possible to go off grid with your people. It's possible to be among people who are like-minded. And for the most part, it was very peaceful until after we got home. That's when all hell broke loose. And that's only because there was a few bad apples, a few bad apples. Simple as that. And you're going to always have a few bad apples. But, through the spirit of the Most High, we keep it moving. More receipts. Y'all want more receipts. Let's give them receipts, right? Let's see. We got more. Let's see. It's another screenshot here. Oh, that's the same one. My bad, y'all. Hold on. I got so many up here. And I can actually go in my phone too if y'all want paper receipts, because I was going into what's the name of that damn store? Where you get the sporting goods. 3, if you in here, let me know what that store is we went to buy all the security shirts and buy the tasers and all that kind of stuff. And the walkie-talkies and all that, because I got paper receipts on that. Let me see here. Look, we got another one. There go the canopies. And like I said, we had to buy these canopies twice. We had to buy the canopies twice because there was a storm that hit a day before the event. Tore them damn you see those 10 by 10s? I was trying to get a refund from that. They wouldn't even give me a refund. That was a loss. They wouldn't give me a refund because it took over 30 days for us to get it. And Amazon was giving us a hard time. So I bought 4 of those right there, those 10 by 10s. We had to buy those again, and we had to buy even better ones. I mean, the level of work that we were doing. Right? I mean, let me see here. I mean, the receipts are endless. The receipts are endless. All these things that was spent. Hold on, let me see. Got the immersion. Let's see. And I hate to just run around, gather all these receipts. But to make a long story short, it came up to man. Adding everything together, it was just it was a lot. It was a lot. And what we made, we nearly broke even, but we made enough where operational costs and those things could be taken care of. No, it wasn't Dick's Sporting Goods. It was some other place. I can't remember what it was called. But if y'all find a necessity for me to actually pull up, let me see here. I got receipts. I just don't have them all here, right? Because there's so much that I had to keeping track of. It's so much. Hold on.
Let me see images. Hold on. How to look? There go another 520. Like these are actual paper receipts. Here go the swimming pool. I think it's just the swimming pool. Or this might be the deep freezer. One of the deep freezers. Like I have actual paper receipts all in my email, all in my inbox. Like, look, more receipts. Hold on now. Let's get to it. Since we talking about receipts, I'm not under no 501c3. I had to do this event myself. The generator that I had to purchase. Had to buy that. Look, we in Walmart. Do you understand? Like I'm trying to prove a point that went into this, y'all. For people to just try to despite your efforts with everything you do. I just want to show you that I sacrificed to make this a possibility. Look at that. I got pictures of all the stuff right here. See, sometimes you got to see the process. You see this? Now you're looking at the container full of stuff that I ordered. Do you know how difficult it is dealing with Amazon when you're trying to get something delivered off grid? Look, receipts. What's this? What's this? Y'all want receipts? No, y'all want receipts. Receipts don't lie, right? Hold on. Y'all want receipts. All right, hold on. There's more. Oh, here it go. Academy Sports. Damn, that's another $245 on equipment for security. Is that my receipt or did a church fund this? Who want receipts? Newbury, you ripping the people off. Oh, really? Hold on. And I can guarantee you, all these people who run in their mouth, they ain't never done this for not in their person. They ain't even gonna throw a barbecue, a bar mitzvah, a damn shindig, an event of no sort. Do you understand me? Hold on, let's go. We receipts. Hold on, there's more. Y'all just wait. Hold on, where's this one? I mean, it's so many of them. So many receipts. Hold on. And by the way, I bought cooling fans for the people too, but they didn't get delivered on time. In case y'all wondering, I bought cooling fans. So I know it was hot out there. My cooling fans did not arrive in time because I was that thoughtful for you, the people. If y'all, even though we had party tents and all of that kind of stuff, I wanted big mist fans. I actually bought 4 of them. They here at the house now. I bought 4 mist fans for the people. That never came, didn't come in time. They were running late. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, they're all over the place. Actual receipts. The point I'm making is a lot of people don't know what comes along with this type of work. We had a pool there. We had a jump house there. We had water slides there. We had generators. People say there was no electricity. Yes, there was electricity because we had a generator, which produces electricity. Anyway, let's go back to Toothless Wonder. I just thought I'd share that with you. Let's continue.
You know what I mean? I find it very timely, to say the least, that now y'all have all this to say about the man. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all was all right, y'all weren't arguing his talking points or...
That's what grifters do. None of my talking points was a problem. Talking about preparing for the last days wasn't a problem. Talking about gang stalking, chosen ones, none of that stuff was a problem. Developing land wasn't a problem, all until these supposed men got scorned because they have an issue with me, right? But I really think it's this. I think y'all need somebody to blame. Y'all need to have a bad guy because y'all not doing what I'm doing. That's what it is. You need somebody to point your finger at because you're not doing what I'm doing or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in your life. That's what it gotta be. Gotta be that.
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. How to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy.
Crazy, man. You know what? When you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right? But now, you're right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Steel. And I don't give a fuck about Raheem either.
That's real talk. Yeah, man. But anyway, let's let Toothless Wonder break it down, man. Let's go.
You didn't say anything about his personal character when y'all was all right. I personally think, like to get in a story where they had to go to the water and he tested them and he like trimmed the ranks. I'm not saying it's happening, and I could be wrong. It's just somebody lying, and I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to look at the fact that you had one guy, Half Brains, who was there, who has footage still up and footage on my channel saying that the Jamboree is like heaven. It's like heaven here. It's just a beautiful time here. Now, he did that you telling me he just did that for the camera? And now he turns around and act like it was hell on earth. So who's been... Now, I want y'all to think about this. It's literal footage of this man saying it's like heaven on earth here. This is beautiful. Our people coming together. Look at the kids having a good time. Yo, the food, they got everything is cool out here. It's the worst thing in the world. Somebody's lying. And we're going to find out who that somebody lying is. Right? We're going to find out who that somebody who is lying. Somebody says haters flagged his stream. Flag whose stream? Am I still here, y'all? Wow. Am I back? Wow. I could see it like I'm streaming normally. We back? Wow, they own one, ain't they? Y'all got to thumb the video up. Y'all got to thumb the video up. Everybody got to like the video. They can't hit me with no copyright if there was a copyright policy because I've altered that footage. Everything has been altered. It's fair use. So if they try to remove this stream afterwards, I will fight it. If they try to remove it, I will fight that. That is fair use. One has music. It's a short clip. The other one has added text and everything. But anyway, where did I leave off? Let's go back.
You know, like to get in the store where they had to go to the water and he tested them and he like trimmed the ranks. I'm not saying it's happening, and I could be wrong. It's just somebody lying, and I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just very unfortunate to see. You know what I'm saying? Like how none of this can be hammered out, or they'll say how New Breed is, you know, sneak this. I see in the brainwaves guy, right, saying how he sneak dissing, but I'm under the belief that typically you only get triggered by stuff that actually applies to you.
Typically, you only get triggered by things that apply to you. Like I said, in my content, I've been talking about avoiding snakes. I've been talking about being very aware and cognitive to who you're dealing with. You know, making sure you walk appropriately, sever ties with certain individuals. I've been talking about that for years. Now, it just so happens the shoe fits with a lot of these guys. So they like to catch those strays. When in actuality, anytime I'm really addressing them, I'm doing it exactly like this. And only reason I'm even addressing them is because I watched Toothless Wonder video, and I think I want to promote this brother's channel, as well as answer unanswered questions when it comes to the integrity of UP Farms. When it comes to those guys like me just making content, reacting to this or reacting to that, or going back and forth, I'm not doing that. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. Now, of course, you know, in some form, shape, or fashion, every action has a reaction, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. But let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's insinuating that every video New Breed makes is about him. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know if he is or isn't. But I'm like, But then at the same time, the brother Brainwave does make some points as far as his receipts of. I seen a video in which he had another sister named So, I believe, who seemed to be genuine. You know.
Now let me bring something up. The weird thing about that lady who has something to say, which I don't even know which one they're talking about. I don't know if it was more than one. I don't know. But the one I'm thinking, I don't know if it's the dark-skinned sister or whatever the case is. I don't remember. I don't remember her name exactly. But just go over her channel, and I want y'all to just look at the timeline of her videos. This same woman was making videos about me before she even met me. She was making videos, negative videos about me before I even knew who this woman was. That's a fact. That's just a fact. Honestly, don't know how she made her way there. It shouldn't have happened. And which we're going to talk about that too, because things are going to be done different with events. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, the way that I did that event, I will not do this again. It will not be done that way. From here on out, we will be renting a venue. So all of that stuff is on that particular event venue is on them. I'm not doing this no more. We're going to rent out a hotel. We're going to get us a charter bus and we're going to go to the land and we're going to tour the land. On our next event in Myrtle Beach, that's how we're going to do it. I am not going through this again, y'all. I'm not doing it. I'm not going through this again. But that lady they're talking about, she made videos about me before I even met her talking crazy, before I even knew the lady. So it shows you that sometimes it's certain kind of spirits that like to try to come around. And certain type of spirits that, they have ulterior motives. It is what it is. Anyway, let's continue.
Describing her experiences at the Jamboree, I don't think she's,
And again, I can't tell you how somebody's experience is because everybody's experience is going to be different. Anywhere you go, life is what you make it. However your experience is in one place, the other person might have the time of their life. That just goes with the territory. Somebody might not enjoy themselves. Camping might not be everybody's thing. But the point is, it was successful. We all came together. We had a beautiful time. People made lifetime friends. It is what it is. But let's go.
Has any other ill intentions or what? I was just stating her perspective or her experience there or whatever. And most of it was, reference to New Breed. It's just, I don't know. And then the brother Brainwaves was making that New Breed's cousin had passed, rest in peace. And then he was making it seem like that was judgment for him sneak dissing.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, how low can you go? Just how low would these dirty scoundrels go? How low? Now, I just really want y'all to consider how foul that is. This is why all of these so-called Israelites, Bible teachers, and I just can't take them serious at all. This is why I dissociated myself with the Israelite community, because they got a level of evil to them that is remarkable, in my opinion. And they're all divided anyway. And there is no togetherness in this community. There's no compassion. They have no decorum, no rules, no nothing, right? This is what I want to say. Even speaking of the Israelites, there was some footage that was going around of one camp, and he was one guy from a camp, right? I'm not going to say no names or whatever. One guy from a camp, I guess he was parlaying with another camp, and they wanted to take pictures. And he was like, look, yo, I can't take pictures with y'all because I'll be in violation. And disciplinary action will have to be required. So just because one guy is in another camp, he can't take pictures with this camp or he's in violation. But the same camp is taking pictures in some type of protest or bringing people together with Muslims, with the Muslim community. But they can't, but as Israelites, they can't take pictures together. Like, this community is wicked. It's wicked. And it's like, so hold on, you can take pictures with the idolaters and those who are fleecing the community, but you can't take pictures with fellow Israelites. I tell you why, because they're control opposition. They control chaos. They control chaos, control demolition to our people, divide and conquer. They have to be like WWE, and they have to be separated. Lord, behold, they come together, and they're supposed to believe the same thing. That's why I don't follow these things. Well, New Breed, didn't you say, you hope but not even hope. Didn't you say ringworm ain't gonna have sons? Yes, I said it, and so did King David. So did King David say the same thing to his enemies. So King David is, so I'm Esau. So I guess King David Esau too. I don't take back what I said. I stand on that. Because there's consequences for doing dirt. It's consequences for literally targeting and exploiting and disrespecting God's people. And it's bigger than me. It's not even just disrespect towards me. My whole entire audience been disrespected. Why are they so fixated with my audience? New Breed's audience, New Breed's audience, New Breed's audience. That's all they care about. Because they believe that they have to fight for y'all's attention. Where they going to lead you to? The land of loneliness? It's like we over here actually building something. We actually got land. We actually got plans in action. We actually got motion. Where the hell are they supposed to lead y'all? To their channel. So they can get more views and more likes. Really consider what's happening here. Where are they leading you to? A damn brick wall. Life when they said it. Yeah, they want y'all so bad. Yeah, jealous. Somebody said jealousy, hell of a drug. It is, man. It's crazy. Let's go.
God damn, I think that's a reach, my bro. Like, for sneak dissing, I know, knows how judges, but, and I know he probably holds those in leadership to a higher caliber, but I'm like,
and don't be convinced that I'm sneak dissing, because I'm not. You see how I'm talking direct right now? This is what it is. Why would I sneak diss some people that I'm blatantly talking directly to? Blatantly. What's the point of sneak dissing when I tell you how I feel about you? I think y'all some pieces of shit. And I don't rock with you, and we will never be cool. Simple as that. What the hell I need to sneak this for when I'm so direct about how I feel about the situation? It makes no sense. And it's crazy because every video that they react to, where I'm quote unquote sneak dissing, every single video that they react to, I literally put the video in context. This is for everybody who going through this. This is for everybody who going through that. This is for everybody who's seen this and seeing that. I'm literally, each video that I do, the ones they're reacting to, I'm like, how the hell did you get? I'm literally putting it in context. That's how weird these clowns are. They're weird. Bunch of grown ass men who can't make content until I upload. It's weird. Anyway, let's go.
God, I'm like, God damn, cuz, like, damn, you went there with it? Like, you know what I mean? And then I found it odd how, the Brainwaves guy and Ringo had an issue, but now it seems like they don't have an issue because now they have a common quote unquote enemy.
Because they're grifters. And now they cool with set him up Rollo. He did something. Now I want you to just measure this, right? Rollo did something that could have cost our lives that night. For everybody who remember the gruesome details of what Rollo did. Rollo set us up. He had Tate pull up at the hotel in the middle of the damn night, unannounced. The blicky could have got pulled out. Anything could have happened. Brothers could have been rushed to jail. Brothers could have really crashed out. Now they all peas in the pot and they all forgive that brother. But when New Breed was asking for forgiveness, when New Breed was apology, it's there will never be reconciliation. They'll never be cool. I could tell you this right now. If Rollo had a bigger platform and Brainwaves had a bigger platform, it would have been no reconciliation either. Because it would have been more beneficial to go at y'all and keep going at you. If Rollo had a bigger platform, old boy would have kept making content on him. And you know the irony of all this? the grifter half brain. I gave this man an opportunity to do the right thing. Ringworm accused him of sneak dissing, and he was right. Half brain was sneak dissing on both sides. He was trying to strum up some controversy. He was throwing stones high in his hand because nobody was told that me and Ringworm was at odds. But people didn't see us showing up in each other's chat. We wasn't shouting each other out. We wasn't giving no salutes. So you know what old boy did? He figured out, even though he wasn't told anything, yo, these brothers are at odds. So he started trying to throw things out there to grasp what was happening. This is what that guy was doing. And then Ringworm put the press on him. And he was sitting there lying, blinking 1,000 times tomorrow. I ain't talking about you. He was talking about you. And if you remember how this whole thing started, Ringworm went at Half Brain first. But what Ringworm didn't know is that I didn't agree with Half Brain was doing. I didn't like it. I'm like, why are you trying to? Yeah, we are pretty much at odds, but why are you trying to start something on the internet? And you act like I don't see what you're doing. That guy sees what you're doing, and I see what you're doing. And then when it got started, and I got witnesses, and I'm gonna bring in my witness. Let me bring in King Connect whenever he's ready. But King Connect will vouch that in their conversations, whole Half Brain was talking about how Ringworm needs to pretty much needs to repent and how he was dead wrong. But then when he get on live, he's not saying that. He's not holding that man accountable. So he's playing two sides. He's playing two sides, right? And then he disappears when now that everything is going on, he disappears. And then he comes back and says, look, this is what Half Brain did, y'all. So he disappears and starts talking about something else while the beef is going on, while everything's back and forth. He helped get it started, and then he disappeared. And then he came back and said, I'm gonna be peacemaker. And y'all can chop it up on my platform. Y'all can come on my platform and y'all can y'all can all talk and we can have a panel. Yeah, I'll be a moderator. Come to my platform. No, nigga. You think I don't see you? And so here's where it really gets crazy. I call him out on it on the live. I say, look, in your last video you did, he was talking about people being silent and not speaking up on it, which was ironic because he was silent when the beef started, when it started really going. But he started talking about people being silent. And the only person who was silent through all of this was your Wittazai. So I said, man, I think he sneak dissing your Wittazai. Why is he doing that? He's the only one who haven't spoke on it. So I called him out. I'm like, yo, you sneak dissing your Wittazai. You know what he did? He proved me right. Because right after that, your Wittazai called the brother. He didn't answer. He didn't call you Wittazai back. He didn't reach back out. You know why? Because he was sneak dissing. And when I called him out for it, he proved everything I thought about him to be right. He proved it all right. I called you out on it. And instead of you reaching out to that man, you did what you did. Wild stuff, man. Anyway, let's go.
So they were able to they were able to squash their issues, not because two, level-headed men came back together, hashed it out, and moved forward. The catalyst for such seems to be they have a common enemy. You know what I mean? Then I never really got into the Rollo guy, but I did get into him somewhat because of New Breed, and I thought he was kind of banished into YouTube purgatory. But now, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, Rollo's got all these receipts and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? I'm like, But from my understanding, and now I think I'm not for sure about Rollo and Ringo, but I know they had the incident when they first went to North Carolina in which Rollo was in contact with somebody else who wasn't supposed to be there and set up this chance encounter meet. You know what I'm saying? But then Ringo and Newbury were able to move past that and annexed Rollo. But now they're all, I think, and they're all back together as far as YouTube or going against Newbury. I'm just like,
yeah, they on that art of war stuff. An enemy of my enemy is a friend. That's what they're following. See, this stuff is WWE, man. This is like wrestling entertainment, man. That's why I take this stuff to my entertainment channel, because I don't take these guys serious. Everything for them is just content. Those guys are not going to build anything together. They're not going to throw no events together. They're not going to manifest no works, no fruits, none of that together. They're not going to do anything together to build anything. Let's just make that perfectly clear. This is just internet games, bro. This is just a battle for this is just like a battle for subscribers and viewers. It's just nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas going back and forth to damn, why my damn electric bill so high? Sheesh. What is happening? Damn. Man. But anyway, like, y'all know what I'm saying. That's all it really is. All right, let's go.
I just don't like. But here's what it is, though, to me, right? In the greater scheme of things, for those of us who are on the outside looking in, it'll, like, if these are proverbial, so say, scriptural brothers who have helped, I would like to believe millions of people, as far as their content on YouTube, if they can't get along, it kind of stifles, or it kind of sets this kind of whatever, as far as, those of us such as myself who are on the outside looking in, being more apprehensive of dealing with other quote unquote chosen people.
And that's what I don't want to happen. Y'all got to understand what's happening now is just the wheat and the tare being separated. It's no reason why anybody should be apprehensive with showing up to an event, with kicking it, parlaying with each other, doing what it is we do, man. There's no reason you should feel that way based on this, what's happening. Only thing this is fine tuning. All this is getting rid of people that don't belong there, as well as making sure those in leadership can keep a watchful eye of these certain spirits that can come around, right? We not, you know what I'm saying? Don't let that make you apprehensive to link up with people who are like-minded. Real recognize real. There was a lot of people there who and really enjoyed themselves. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share the link too as I react to this. I'm not gonna react to the whole video, but if you are a person who attended the event, if you're a person who got questions regarding UP Farms and the integrity of it, if you a person who is one of my moderators and you've been closely following this whole fiasco, or anybody, just feel free to join. Hit the link. Simple as that. Hit the link. All these guys, anybody can hit the link. Do what it is you do. All right, let's go.
Because who else are you going to deal with? You can't really deal with the people of the world. So if you're like me, who's attempting to get various skills to be of service, to others or other chosen ones, that's how I'm looking at it. It kind of puts this bad taste in your mouth, because this is how we're dealing, or this is how the quote unquote leadership deals with each other. You know what I mean? And then I'm kind of because
these guys are not leaders. They're clearly followers. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to leadership, if you're not hearing it from Elijah Jump, both Elijahs, if you're not hearing it from Yawitazai, Mike Monroe, or myself, you're not hearing nothing accurate about UP Farms. You're not hearing nothing. You have no idea what's being done. You have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what our mission statement is if you're hearing it from anybody outside that group of people. It's just simple as that. Let's go.
Okay, let's say me and a brother beefing, right? I might have a personal issue with him, whatever it be, whether it's valid or not. But I ain't gonna try to stop what the man doing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I might say whatever about him personally or to him, but to me, the way they're going about it, it seems like they're subtly trying to disrupt whatever's being done on the land.
Right, which, you know, it's so interesting that this brother brung that out, because it's like the land doesn't even belong to me, meaning I don't own the land. I'm a promoter. They're not even thinking about the fact that they're hurting Mike Monroe, a man with a dream to bring his people together. It's like, do you know how many people behind the scenes labored, families who labored? Do you know how many people want UP Farms to be successful? And it's like, because you have an issue with me, you're attacking the work they're doing. There's people who are doing a lot of work who want to see this thing succeed. You're affecting them more than me because I'm just a promoter. It's like, you're going at a promoter, say, you know, he's not a good promoter. I don't like how he's promoting the land. But why tear down our people coming together? I mean, think about this, y'all. I mean, do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, seriously, you might not like me. You might say, you know what, you know, as a promoter, I don't like our falling out. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with UP Farms. That's cool. If you're a fellow content creator, if you're a person that we had a falling out, you don't want nothing to do with it, then you don't have to. I don't never want to make any content creator feel like they're forced to be involved in our initiative. But why attack that brother who is actually the one who's spearheading such a momentous task? Why try to notice I'm saying try, because it's not successful. Why try to destroy what that man is building? That to me shows the level of petty, the level of hate, and just the mental sickness of our people. I don't have to worry about other nations doing this. If I have a client, because at the end of the day, other content creators that I have associated with in a business sense, they were clients. I was trying to recruit them and they were a client. And if I was dealing with any other nation, because they didn't like the way I did my job as a promoter, they're not going to walk away and do a whole smear campaign off of what's being built, because they realize that other people are involved in it. That's just the promoter. It's stupid. It's mindless. And this is why we can't build nothing as people. Even if you don't like the person, you got to think about everybody else involved. Seriously, that's why it's only a remnant. That's right. That is why it's only a remnant. I'm going to send this invite again. And also, if you were there, you know, feel free to pull up. Feel free to pull up. I know I didn't, you know what I'm saying, warn ahead of time to any of the brothers who was, hold up, did I see? Okay, I was trying to see if it was certain faces in the audience. But yeah, feel free to join that link. Make sure the link is actually working. Somebody make sure that link is working. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Or making these arguments about how it's not actually genuine the way New Breed says it is. Now, granted, and being fair and balanced, I'm trying to, you know, if you're like especially with us, you know, colored folk, you know, we're not used to, you know, or coming together, especially on a monumentous type of project.
Mm-hmm.
So I would personally expect certain things to like go awry or not be as fluid as you might think they should be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work with that. You know?
Yeah, those things happen. Like, for instance, when we threw this jamboree, there was a global shutdown that took place. And some would say, well, Newbury, did everybody get did people get refunds because there was a global shutdown? And that's a question I want to answer as well, because you hear a lot of stuff out here online that's inaccurate. First and foremost, when you signed up for to join a jamboree, it has a no refund policy. Why? Why does it have a no refund policy? Because it's a camping trip. And it's also a fundraiser event. So how could we have a policy in place where people can get refunds when it's an actual fundraiser event for the land? Now, even with that being said, still some people were able to get their refund, which put us even in more of somewhat of a bind. But when they signed up, there was a no refund policy on the actual contract signing up to go to the camping trip. Why? Because it's all unforeseen forces. And since I was spending money out of my pocket, how could I give these people refunds when we're trying to delegate these expenses to at the very least break even and make sure the fundraiser is successful? See, this is the stuff people don't get. It's like they don't comprehend. How could we refund when literally all the funds are wrapped up in getting the event? That's why I had no refund policies. But weather can happen. Things can happen. We tried our best to schedule it around the right time. We didn't know that the whole globe was going to shut down. But when it happened, it was also reinforcing why we need to be doing what we're doing. But anyway, let's continue.
I mean, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? And pray I'm not getting duped, of course, or bamboozled, but, you know, the brother Brainwave was basically saying how people would have got or requested their money back had he not stepped up and do. That may be true, you know.
That ain't true. He said people would have wanted a refund if he wasn't there. So it's all about him. He was the one man out of 100 people who made it so basically everybody would have wanted a refund. Notice he didn't say people wanted a refund. He didn't say people wanted a refund. He said because he was there. Because he was there. Everybody, you know, nobody wanted a refund. And that's what I'm talking about. These people be self-absorbed, bro. They be full of them damn selves. It's crazy to me.
Let's say if I was personally there, you know, people are quick to say what they would do if they were there, but you never really know until you're in it. But again, because of my mentality outlook, like if I see like something needs to be done, I'm gonna ask permission first, but I'm gonna lend a helping hand because I'm grateful to be around the brethren and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really there like the leisure part of just getting away, yeah, but I'm there to like make sure everybody's good. I'm just that type of person, and it wouldn't have been burdensome to me. And it wouldn't have been something that later on, let's say me and you have an issue, then I talk about it would have fell apart if it wasn't for me. It just makes me wonder how I keep talking about people's true motives and intentions for doing stuff.
Exactly. What is your true motives and intentions for doing stuff? Because if Half Brain was doing things from the heart, if he was going out there because he really wanted to be a help, this wouldn't be his reaction, the things that he's doing. That would not be how a man who was just doing this out of the kindness of his heart would react. No, he wanted notoriety. He wants attention. He wants to feel important and validated. That's why I just threw sand in that Negro's eyes and kept on moving, because he's not a non-factor. It will always be a non-factor. No matter how hard he tries, he will be a non-factor because he's a grifter. He's not a leader. He's just not a good person, in my opinion. You can feel how you want to feel. Oh, but he's cool. He's not cool to me. I can see the sneaky tendencies of this man. I've seen it. And when I called it out, he proved me right. He proved me right. And when I called him out, it wasn't disrespectful. I'm like, yo, you sneak dissing on that video. And based on his actions, that next 24 hours, that next 48 hours, he proved it. He jumped ship in a heartbeat. Although there's private conversations of him talking about how Ringworm is dead wrong. And Ringworm need to humble himself. And he would say stuff like, New Breed, at least he apologized, it is what it is. But then when you get on live, you're grifting. Because your goal, your whole play was to get all these guys on your channel so you can get the views. I seen your play from a mile away. And now he's trying to make it seem as I'm just so concerned with New Breed repenting. He just, listen, Negro, you ain't gonna. You keep making videos because that's what's getting your views. That's why. Just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. I'm going to do some content later. And you know what I'm going to do it for? Because the people want to hear about it. It's going to get some views. What I'm going to talk about on my other channel, it's for views. People want to hear about it. Just keep it a buck. You're doing it for views, sir. But I'm just so concerned with New Breed's soul, and he needs to repent, and he's an angry, angry man. New Breed's an angry, angry man. No, you want views, bro. You're being a leech. That's why you keep attaching yourself to my material. Stop it. Get yourself some help. Yeah. Let me see. Let's go.
Me and you have an issue, and then I throw back in your face everything I did for you.
Right.
But at the same time,
And if you gotta understand, you wasn't there just serving New Breed. If you was there serving the people, you were serving the people. Think about all the families you were serving. What does that say to them? By the way you behaving. It's crazy. We seen your play.
Oh, it does look alarming for the messengers of the world and these other people who have had whatever to say about New Breed and him being about money. You know what I mean? I honestly, and of course, I've started Bamboozle Again News Network, so I don't want to be bamboozled. However, I just can't bring myself to truly believe that the man is operating the way they say he is.
And it's crazy how when people do so much talking, they can convince people of this, because you got a man who helped another brother move, a tri-state move, because I'm coming from Atlanta to New York to North Carolina, going out of my way to help another brother. And it's already been stated, even from Ringworm, that when I went out to North Carolina the first time, New Breed looked out. New Breed took me here, he took me there. The brother looked out. I don't know how he even, what made it so confusing when the brother first accused me of these things, what made it so confusing is how he even gathered that. I'm like, bro, I done broke bread with you. Why would you say I'm just all concerned about money? That makes no sense. Do you understand? Like, how could you convince anybody that a man who would do that, help you find the place, help you find the car, and help you move, is money hungry? And then you got the poodle face elder. The Yorkie face elder talking about that I wasn't a brother. I wasn't a real brother. How the hell I wasn't a brother? No, because it's always a play with these people. It's all about clicks, likes, views, getting in the limelight. Everybody got something to say. I don't care. I don't have first of all, I don't have no elders. I don't have no preachers. I don't have no bishops. None of that. I'm my own man. But then when I start responding, I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy. Let's get this person out of here. Banned. Come on. I always got to be the bad guy at the end of all this, right? Damn Shih Tzu face elder. Fucking bulldog face elders. Phineas and Ferb looking elders. I don't care, man. Y'all, hey, I don't care, bro. It's you. Hey, this New Breed Universal ENT. Ain't this what y'all came here for? Hey, this entertainment, right? Damn old bullfrog face elders. Want to talk about how I'm not a brother. And I done went out of my way to help this brother. Only to get talked bad about on social media. Only to get demonized. But then when I start responding to y'all, I'm bad. New Breed, you don't have no respect. New Breed, why you gotta be so mean? New Breed. You know what? Everything y'all say, yeah, it's true. I'll be the bad. I'm aware of that bad guy role. I'll take it. Damn it. Since you can't help nobody these days. Oh, Pomeranian face ass elders want to talk about I ain't being a brother. And a lot of the times it's because they're failures. That's what it be. It be because they failures. Same people that be falling out like they ain't never had fallouts with another brothers. But they getting all in our business, trying to judge one or judge the other, act like they got perfect relationships, ain't never had fallouts. You don't get y'all hypocritical asses out my face. I don't go to your damn church, nigga. Y'all don't treat me with respect. I don't respect none of y'all. And I stand on that. Anyway, King Connect, what up, bro? Hold up. Let me see. What up? Hold on. Let me get this split screen. Oh, let me take this video off real quick, bro. Cause that's about all we're gonna react to with that. Why is this not? Okay, why that's not working? There we go. What's up with you, fam? What's up?
What's up? You can hear me, man?
Yep, you loud and clear, bro. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I heard you talk about the situation and how these individuals are, operating. I see it as, they're operating under demons and it's real slimy out here, you know. I just
Right.
wanted to
No, that's real.
wanted to come in and give my testimony to what you said about, particularly talking about brainwaves and your because me and brainwaves, we were talking a lot behind the scenes, and we chopped it up on the land, and I'm thinking, man, this is a genuine brother, and we talking behind the scenes, talking about hopefully doing music and building. And not too long after, you had you said your suspicion on him. You said your suspicion on him, like he was excuse me, you said your suspicion, and I was, I didn't know how to take it.
Right.
Called him a snake, called him like he had a hidden agenda. And at first, it kind of threw me off, to be honest, because
Mhm.
I'm talking to him behind the scenes, and we chopping it up, and even in our conversations, we're talking about the whole situation with you and Ringo, and with how Ringo was not holding accountability. He got demons, and you know he's not holding himself accountable, or even acknowledging the fact that you held just at least you had the had the strength to apologize even for something I don't think you were really even in fault for.
So look,
You had just
let me reiterate this. Brainwave said that to you personally, like that Ringo uh was pretty much in the wrong in the situation.
yes,
Now,
yes, he
did you ever see him publicly challenge Ringo at all through this whole situation, although he said it to you personally?
I mean, it was only the only thing that I've seen was him like trying to play the middleman,
Mm-hmm.
instead of actually acknowledging, the faults of Ringo, not even holding himself accountable. And then I seen after, it's funny, after you called them out, all of a sudden, apparently Ringo repented, or apparently Ringo he held himself accountable. All of a sudden, I didn't see any of that. Apparently Ringo changed. Had a change in heart. But yes, behind the scenes, we were talking about the situation, and talking about how the things that both of you brothers could have did better. But I acknowledge that you held yourself accountable, and you had a good reason for doing what you did. You had a good reason to be frustrated,
Right.
and I respected you for that, in the situation. Because even like with Ringo, he was talking about making this movie and exposing you. And if he was a real brother, if he, really cared about the audience, Ringo would just put that out. He would have exposed you, right? So we want to be fooled, right? So we want to be under, a mentality, of manipulation. And
Mhm.
that's how I could tell, something wasn't right.
Right.
And he was agreeing with me with this. He didn't challenge me and say, no, New Breed's the demon. New Breed is he's for the money. He need, what I mean? He wasn't doing any of this until
Right.
you had called him out. And all of a sudden, once you called him a snake and you called him out, he went along and proved you right, you know?
That's
And
what I'm
it's
saying.
crazy. And I was gonna contact him, but the spirit told me, let me step back, let me see how he responds, you
Right.
know. And
Yeah. And
I was hoping that, he was talking about the receipts, even like the way that he responded in the chat, it threw me off. It's like,
right.
it wasn't really of it's like
He
he
immediately
was
started.
ready to pop stuff up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he immediately started responding with receipts. And he's like, "Well, I got receipts." I'm like, "What?" I just accused you of
exactly.
sneaking and you with this eye. So what that means is the whole time he was looking for an opportunity, and that's what these kind of guys do. You'll be around them, and they're just looking for content. Uh, this is like wrestling, WWE, man. They literally are like YouTube scavengers looking for content. So even we want to really develop land. We really want to do these events, even in different places. We just want to bring our people together ultimately. And that's genuinely what we want to do. And that's the direction we going. That just because somebody tries to link in or associate with us, don't mean that their intentions are the same. For them, oh, if I can get next to this person, I'm somehow associated with them. And they'll spend their whole careers, their whole literally your whole YouTube career just based on their association with another person. And that's why I said it's very important to stay on our goals and focus on what we do as well. Like, and this brother right here, man, he's a talented brother, and he's even been thrown up in this. And all he does is make his music. The young brothers been thrown up in it. Brothers who really are goal oriented and focus on the mission. So it really points to what type of spirits we dealing with. When I'm calling these guys grifters in the song, they really are grifters. I told y'all before, I sat up in there with Ringworm in the car with him talking about how he's being gang stalked, how demons jump through people, how what's going on in his community. And then he gets on social media because we have a falling out, and he undermines everything that he said to me in person. And so I see like this what type of people we're dealing with here. Facts ain't facts no more. It's all emotionalism
Yeah,
and what kind of narrative they can sway with the public. But they don't understand
exactly.
that what the God's chosen people can see. And even if you get you trick us once or trick us twice, you ain't gonna fool us all the way to the point where, all right, we're gonna believe that. Like, hold up now, there's some things that's not adding up. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy time. Now I want to ask you, bro, how was your experience at UP Farms, man? And from your from what you've seen with how my dealings was there as a brother and how we operated there.
Hey man, it was a beautiful experience. Can you hear me?
Yes,
I know
sir.
it's freezing a little bit. Okay, yeah. Hey man, it was a beautiful experience. It was like family, and you were I heard things about people saying you were trying to stay away from people, or you weren't, involved or engaged, which is a complete lie. You was everybody that was coming up to you, you was greeting them, you was giving them the time of day, you was having conversations with them, and like it was like I said, man, it felt like family. It was real. It was
Yep.
everybody was respecting each other. It was peace,
Yep.
and you were working. You were doing that while at the same time, handling different duties to keep the the
Keep
function
everything
functioning.
right. And
To the point where cooking, looking out
mhm,
for people, and like it was functional. And that's a big deal. Especially like looking at the world and how a lot of this is ran off of dysfunction. A lot of this is ran off of chaos, and even like look at the situation that has grew even
mhm,
with the brothers and these content creators. It's a whole bunch of dysfunction. It
right.
was functional there. It was peace.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, it was a beautiful experience, and I'm glad I supported it, and it was out of love, man.
No
And
doubt.
hey, the
That's
Most High, he really caused us to make something happen, and it was beautiful. And I met a lot of good brothers, including you, and I'm
Chicago
just
Beats.
glad that I got.
Hold on. Let me stop real quick. Was you there, Chicago Beats? He says you would design New Breed was working. I'm inviting everybody who was there or anybody who's been following this fiasco and know what's going on. But feel free to join the link. But thank you for that though.
But
Keeping
yeah,
it back.
I know,
It's
and
yeah.
and I just want to say, brother, you with desire. Hey, he was putting in the work too.
Yep.
His wife, and your wife. They both were putting in work. Going
Yes.
around, looking out for everybody. We'll
Yep.
be chilling in the hot sun. You with desire wife came through. Y'all want ice cream? Y'all hot.
Yep.
Y'all want ice? You know what I mean? Just simple things like that. It was
Right.
it was real. It was love, man. It was peace. What it was respect. It
Yep.
wasn't a whole bunch of chaos. It wasn't, and it's real crazy, man, that how things have become. Like, man, New Breed has just been a good, you know uh a brother in Christ. That's what I can say. He's been
Thank you,
somebody
brother.
that to look, just like all my brothers, somebody that you can look up to in a way that helps motivate you, that helps encourage you, to keep fighting this fight. And like, and that's how. And to answer, the question, if New Breed has ever helped me, yes, New Breed has. He has put that spiritual, just being a vessel of the spirit, just like a lot of brothers that carry the spirit of the Most High. He was a vessel of the true and living God. That's what I'm trying to be. So yes, he has helped me. By being, even an example. And
Thank
I know no man is perfect, but I'm just glad, and I appreciate you for actually doing that, for being on the right side, for having humility, for to keep fighting this good fight, to even like supporting me and acknowledging me. And it's not about views or likes, or just appreciating the music that the Most High has blessed me with, and
For
having
sure.
others hear that, man. And I really appreciate that, and that's all I want.
Man,
Just people to enjoy the music and the gift that the Most High has given me. And I appreciate you, you know, being someone that, puts that out, man. So, hey,
right,
and
man.
it's not even at the end of the day, it's just brotherly love, man.
No
It's
doubt, man.
just, it's love for real.
I want to say I appreciate you too, bro. Like you coming out there performing, helping out around the campsite, and just putting those talents out there. Because for those who don't know, man, this brother performed. We performed together. We were having technical difficulties with the audio equipment that we had, but man, we made the best of it. We did what we did, man. We were able to perform a couple songs. We
And
were able to get on
lit.
the stage. Yeah, man. So like I know that the lies that are out there is that everybody was just standoffish, and no, man, it was definitely it was a different vibe, to the point where everybody I dapped up, it felt like a family reunion. Like that familiarity. It just seemed like everybody was familiar. And I was like, yo, everybody felt like cousins or brothers or
And
uncles or aunties, bro. That's what it felt like. So I felt like I was at home. And when I
not
actually got back home, I actually got depressed for a little bit. I'm like, man, like I don't know, I belong here. I need to be around my people, because it was just the Holy Spirit was present. It was nobody debating over Bible
that
this and Bible that, like different doctrinal art. It was none of that. It was like total peace, man.
exactly.
Yeah. Now, some of the things that have
And
been out there
I,
about. I'm gonna ask you this, King Connect, real quick before you get into that. It's been rumored, because since we defending the integrity of UP funds, it's been rumored that was nothing there. Uh, Even though I just showed receipts, I mean, I showed the swimming pool. I mean, it's video footage of this. That's the crazy part. It's video footage
yeah,
of the things that were there. Um, Specifically, I just want to ask you straight up, and I'm gonna let you say what you're about to say. Did everybody have what they needed?
everybody did. You know, everybody. Shoot, y'all brought more than we
That
didn't have to bring food. We didn't have to bring water. You
right.
know,
Well,
we
I mean, I purchased a
if
lot of
we
food. I bought a lot of the food too, but
I know I seen
but
it.
people,
you know, but
I think what King Connect is saying is there were certain people who came, they didn't come empty-handed, which was beautiful. Like you had a variety of different foods, because people literally were coming with watermelons. You look here, somebody got a watermelon, somebody got this, somebody. It was just it was all about what community is supposed to be about. Somebody bringing something to the table, and that was the beauty of it, man. It was beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, King. I ain't mean to cut you off. There you go.
yeah, and there was entertainment. It was I was playing with a few people the little axe game, and yeah, man, it was it was a fun and a beautiful event. You had the kids playing in the jump houses and cooling in the water. My brother was in the pool all day, you know,
Yep.
and it was just beautiful out there, and like you said, the pools, like you said, the pool, the showers, and the tents,
Right.
the area. It was a lot of different things, man. And the caterers, and you had
Yep.
Hebrew Care out there,
Yep.
selling her
We had a
products. And
DJ. We
I
had
forgot
DJ.
the but
We had DJ out
yeah,
there too.
the DJ.
Come on, man. DJ
Yeah, man, it
roster.
was a lot.
And, and see, for
If you,
halfway to be disrespecting all
I,
of that,
I
it's
just
just
wanted to say,
yep. Go ahead. You got it.
no, I just wanted to say, man, if you don't know how to have a good time with all that we had, then you don't know how to have a good time in general. You know what I mean? Like you don't. We could have had less and had still had a good time. And most importantly, it was about being around like-minded individuals who who have in their hearts to love their neighbor as themselves and to love the Most High with all their mind, heart, and soul. And that's what it's about, just genuine people that respect one another, people that, and it was really, we got to know each other. It was, we played football, man. We worked
Yep.
out. I got in the scripture with a few brothers, and talked about the word, and I had good conversations, even like with brother Uwitza, talking about
Mhm.
Christ, talking about life, talking about purpose and meaning, just building relationships. It was a beautiful experience, and hey, like you
That's what's
said,
up.
all hell broke loose, when we left, but
You know,
hey,
and your winters are warm.
people expose themselves, but it was beautiful, man. It was the good outweighs the bad.
Yes, absolutely. The
Yeah.
good definitely outweighed the bad. So I didn't really see too many people joining the link. We're coming across our time restraints, but of course I left it open for whoever. And I didn't forewarn anybody about this broadcast. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who are going to catch this on playback who was actually there. And yeah, we
Oh,
learned we learned about charities in the chat. She said we learned about healthy foods, yeah, herbs and stuff. We had a actual a lesson on herbs. It was a good time, man. Yeah. What was you
can I
gonna say?
say one more thing?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I just wanted to say, man, that you know, New Breed. I see him as and all the people that's under Christ that's truly following the Most High as my brothers and my sisters. Me, King Connect, Canil, whatever you call me, I'm my own man. You know,
Hmm.
I don't worship man. I
Right.
don't need a man to lead me. I have
Hmm.
Christ. You know, at the end of the day, Christ is my leader. Not New Breed, not anybody else. Not Ringo or Rollo, whoever. You know, Christ is my head. So me doing and supporting these brothers, because I supported each and every one of these brothers with money out of my pocket, even to the point where I don't have much. I'm not making that much money, but I'm giving I'm supporting these brothers out of love. So me doing what I'm doing, me supporting these brothers is out of love of truth and of Christ. Because I've seen these people, New Breed and Ringo and all them. When they were in some sort of unison, it was about the word, it was about scripture, it was about truth. And at the
Yeah.
end, and I just wanted to say that because I see, they trying to paint a picture and get me involved in this, like, oh, I'm brainwashed, or that I'm just feeding you money because I, what I mean, I'm my own man. I follow Christ. I
Right.
respect New Breed as a brother, and all the people that's actually following the Most High. And the
Absolutely. And
words that
that's
I'm saying, the charity I give, is out of love of Christ. It's not, what I mean, I'm my own man. I follow the Most High under the name of His Son. I just wanted to say that, to clear that up.
right. And I'm glad you made that clear because that's how things operate with us, man. And every single brother that we link up with are leaders in their own right. They got, there's a lot of brothers, they got families. Look, I'm not no church leader. I'm I'm a YouTuber. I do my thing. I'm a brother, and that's what it is. We're not leading. I'm not trying to lead through preeminence and hoard over souls. And I don't want to do none of that. Listen, I want brothers that I can look at and have mutual respect for, and we all come together and build something. And if you got guys who need another man to lead over them, more than likely y'all ain't going to really be able to build something of great substance anyway. Now and what I mean by that is if you got a situation where a man is ruling everything, he grows corrupted. And not only that, nobody benefits but that man. But at the end, he loses it all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can kind of, because contrary to popular belief, I'm not associated with no churches at all. No religious institutions, none of that. We just men in truth. So I know that rumor has been put out there. So let's just put that out there for the integrity of UP Farms. I'm not involved in none of these churches, especially these online churches or nothing like that. Right? Yep. Somebody says Nazarites.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we follow Christ. Yep.
sir.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Hey, and
Well,
praise the Most High. You know, I
yes, sir.
appreciate you. You know, letting me on the platform. You know, to let some of these things out. And hey, man, you know, like I said, man, you know, keep fighting a good fight. Keep doing what you're doing, and definitely, man, I'm on the back scenes. I'm gonna send you some stuff soon, man. And
Oh
hey,
yeah, man. It's
hey,
that
we
time,
gonna
brother.
keep going. We gonna keep fighting. You know, yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
Thank you for
Hey,
joining,
no,
man.
no weapon formed against shall prosper, man. Hey,
Exactly. Man, thank you, brother.
yes,
All
sir.
praise
Appreciate
to
you,
God.
man.
All right.
Peace and
Peace.
blessings.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a good brother right there, man. You know, salute the King Connect. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to King Connect. Y'all seen how it was spelled? That his music is incredible. I met this young man in person. He has his head on his shoulders, a real good spirited brother, man. And you know, he's a leader in his own right. And a lot of the brothers that came to the event, they seen a leader in King Connect. And you know, that's a blessed, talented brother. So y'all support him, man. You know, if y'all watching this broadcast, I'm gonna be bumping his songs too. Make no mistake about it. Yep. Yep. So, man, it's just been a blessing, man. I got more material to do over there in New Breed Global Truth. There's some breaking news going on. Yeah, I seen y'all let me know in the chat. I'm about to look up on that and cover that and see what happened here. Anyway, man, all praises to the Most High. Y'all have a blessed one. Y'all be safe out here. Shalom and peace.